What's going on, guys? Sorry for that bad angle. Damn. I need to put some water on my face. It just looked like I could freshen up. Hold up. Hold on 1 sec. Okay, cool. Man. This is a good life. I've been waking up earlier, but I don't know. I just. It's been hot. I don't know why. Like, it's fucking November and it's 95 degrees. What the fuck? It's not summer. What are you doing? Like, I like the sun, but can we get some cloudy days where I'm at? Like, what the fuck? It's a vibe. Like, it's a vibe when it's like Christmas season, November, and it's like cloudy, you know what I mean? It just sets the mood. What the fuck is this 95 degree shit? So I haven't been able to make a video in the morning because one, my camera is black and black attracts heat, and my camera already gets warm as it is when I'm using it. So it's just 95 degrees, getting warm. It's not a good combo, right? And then same with the drone. It's not good to have your shit running in the heat. And then on top of that, I'm fucking sweating. I'm not gonna be able to make a good video sweating. So here I am at night in the fucking 70, 65 degree weather, but it's better than, 50 degree weather, I'll tell you that. But yeah, fuck it though, we got good lighting. Why not, You guys usually see me in the dark, so I figured why not, let's do it at the spot where we got some good lighting. But without further ado, as always, I hope your day's going good, your night, your morning, whatever it is for you. I hope you're doing good, I hope you're chasing them dreams. If you're not, go do it right when you get off this video. Don't just consume and consume and consume and consuming, it's just we're here to create. There's only so much scrolling and consuming you can do. There comes to a point where you're just like, okay, I want to do more. Fuck this. Like, no one's gonna want it for you. You gotta do it. So trust me. That's why I'm doing these videos, because I want it. Who else is gonna do it? Maybe some other person would do it, but never the way that I want to do it, right? Because no one is you. Even though everything is you, pushed out, no one is you, right? So that's the whole point. You gotta express yourself. But yeah. But no, this video, this time around, is about letting go of what you can't control. Which really would be staying or swaying away from the ego desires, because the ego is what's trying to control. The ego is what makes these false ideas that it needs to be this way or whatever. Otherwise, it's not okay, right? So that's when you get into the meditation and the breathing, which silences the ego, the mind that tries to control, and allows for the higher mind to flow through your higher consciousness, your higher self. You know what I mean? Because peace often feels complicated, but it's actually very simple. It's very simple. It just begins with one realization. You know what I mean? The realization that anything outside of yourself, outside of your control, should be outside of your mind too. So again, anything outside your control should be outside of your mind, right? Because we drain ourselves trying to manage things that we were never meant to even try to manage in the first place, right? They were never even meant for us. Whether it's the weather, other people's perceptions of us, their reactions, their opinions, their past, or even the past, your past, the what ifs, the should have beens, or shoulda, woulda, coulda, all these exits, all of these exist far beyond our reach, right? Yet we carry them as if we can bend reality by holding on tighter. You know what I mean? But true peace begins, and it's always began, when you just stop fighting what you can't control, what you can't change, right? The past. What you can change is the now. And even the future, because the future isn't set in stone. What you're going to get in the future merely is just what you're doing now, right? What you're doing now is depicting what your future will be, That's why what you do now, you be on the proper timeline you want to be on, so that you do be in the, the good future that you want to experience, if you will. Just literally, guys, true peace begins when you just stop fighting, when you stop trying to control what you can't change, and just control anything in general, right? Like, the weather will do what it wants, just like it's been hot as fuck. It's doing what it wants. I want it to be fucking a little bit colder, but I can't do that, right? So it's gonna do what it wants. Then people they're going to think what they want to think. The sprinkler. You know what I mean? They're going to think what they want to think. The past will remain exactly as it is, but also the past is a memory. It doesn't exist. So your power has never lived there. It's never lived in the past. It's always just been here in this present moment. That's where your true power has been. So letting go isn't giving up. It's just choosing clarity. It's choosing to focus your energy only where it actually creates change, right? Because at that point, your mind becomes lighter when you realize you were just wasting your energy, right? It becomes lighter when you release unnecessary weight, unnecessary control that you've been trying to emphasize on. Oh, my fucking his face was itchy from the water. As soon as I stopped controlling things that I couldn't really change, I started to feel so much better. And you're going to feel better too. It's just letting go of these things that you can't change, you know? You start to be more free in life. It's easier for you to create what you want because you're more okay with where you're at. You know what I mean? Not trying to control it so much. You're kind of detached from the ego desires of that and just surrendered to the moment. When you surrender to the moment, shit's more fun, you know? This experience is more fun. So again, letting go isn't about giving up. It's just choosing clarity. It's choosing to focus your energy on just creating, you know, and creating on what you can actually change. Because when you do so, again, your mind becomes lighter when you release all this baggage. Your heart becomes calmer when you stop gripping the uncontrollable. And your spirit, your essence becomes steadier when you return to what is yours. You know what I mean? Your actions, your attitude, your thoughts, your growth, your inner stillness. And when you stop trying to manage the world, you finally get to manage yourself. You know what I mean? And that's where the true peace lives. That's where the true peace has always been. Just inside of you, quiet, steady, unbothered. So let go. You know, let go of what you can't hold and return to what you can. Your peace will follow you every time. All you had to do was just bring your energy back. Like, seriously, dudes, we're always so worried about what they think. We're always so worried about what if it doesn't happen and blah, blah, blah. If it doesn't happen, I'm going to be like, well, fuck life, you know? And these are all lies that we tell ourselves. Like, either way, you're good. Remember that. Either way, you're good. Whether or not it happens, you're good. You still got yourself. You still got your peace within you. And when you realize that nothing outside of you ever gave you that peace, you stop relying on other things to bring you that peace, right? You stop relying on other people to bring you that peace because you know that it's just yourself, you know, and you give yourself that validation. You give yourself that peace and stuff. Not them. Nothing, you know. As soon as I let go of trying to control how other people see me, I became more free. I was putting so much of a burden on me for no reason, just because I cared how I was viewed. And these are all ego games. And that was me in high school before I woke up. I just cared so much, you know. I tried so hard to fit in and be the cool guy, you know. I would try to buy people's friendships even. I would be too nice and just buy people's shit. It's fucking, come on, bro. You just drained yourself doing that. You know, I used to care how I was perceived as, you know, I didn't want to be like the nerd dude or perceived like as a weirdo or as a cringe, you know, loner. I wanted to be the cool guy, the popular guy. But once you see all that illusion, you break out of that illusion. You know, it just, it's funny, you begin to be more magnetic and attractive. It's like you were trying so hard to be attractive and magnetic, but now that you don't give a fuck because you see the whole illusion, you see the whole facade, that it never mattered in the first place. It's like, why are we trying so hard? We all overemphasize on this game a lot, right? Once you saw that joke, it's like you become more magnetic because the majority of the collective is emphasizing so much on the physical plane, trying to be cool, trying to be, you know, accepted, validated, you know. But when you see that illusion, you shift to a higher frequency, a higher understanding of yourself and of reality. So because you're vibrating at a higher frequency, at a different frequency, you are more of attractive. You are more, yeah. Your aura glows differently than someone in the lower state of consciousness would be glowing on. You know what I mean? Because you're less ego. You're just more connected. You're more in tune with yourself and reality, rather than focusing so much on the physical plane and just, trying to be accepted and stuff. You're always okay. You've always been okay. You just forgot it throughout. You forgot it through the people you were around, especially for around a lot of unconscious people who are in that lower state of consciousness, who do emphasize on the physical plane and the ego and just stuff. It's why discernment, right? Discernment is key. That's why it is very powerful for you to just become more aware of yourself every day, so that you know that that's them and that's not me. People could have their own perceptions of themselves and of you and of reality, but at the end of the day, that doesn't change how you are and how you see life and how you see reality and yourself. People want to take this reality serious, fine, let them, right? But you've seen the truth, and you don't have to let their seriousness take a hold of you and make you think, well, is there something wrong with me? Should I be more serious? Nah, dude, you're good. Live the life you're living and love the life you're living. Everything is just fine the way it is. All you had to do is just continuously being yourself. And then, you're going to receive the things that you want. And not because you want them to be happy, whole, and complete. Otherwise, you're not happy, whole, and complete. But no, it's you want them. You're already whole and complete already. But, I want them because I'm infinite, experiencing a form. Because why not? So, that's my fruit for thought for today. Just the more you let go of the things you can't control, the more grateful you're going to be for where you're at, the more content, obviously. And the easier things can just happen for you because you let go of the need for it to happen. You found peace within and peace within this moment. That's all you needed to do. You want things to happen, to change, and attract new scenarios and people. Just accept the moment. Find peace in the moment. Find peace in doing the little things. You know what I mean? Taking a walk in the park, seeing the sunset, whatever, looking at the ducks or some shit, right? Just finding peace and bliss in every moment. The more you put your awareness in these things, the more you will perceive more of that. Because where awareness goes, energy flows, right? So you want more peace and bliss. Okay, cool. Focus on the peace and bliss that already exists within you, instead of focusing on false lacks and false, bad stuff. So, because at the end of the day, there is no meaning to anything other than the meaning that we've given it. So give everything you've given a bad meaning a good meaning. Just switch it up. Change the perception. Give it a good meaning. And when you do that, continuously, day in and day out, you're going to see the shift in reality. Alright? I love you guys. Namaste, lady. I'll see you tomorrow. How can I make my shorts now? I do shorts and YouTube videos, you know what I mean? We on a roll. Let's get it. I love you.
This game's eternal, but I cracked the mode.